All right, all right. Well, let's go ahead and fix those colors. There we are. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game Sock versus XiaoKK. This game taking place here on Tide Hunters 1.2. Sock spawning as the orange human over here on the bottom right-hand side of the map. Going to go ahead and speed things up, get this game underway. We don't need to see a bunch of the peasants, that hard-working class, and just getting things set up for this upcoming battle, as it will be an Archmage going up against a Farseer. Farseer Headhunter seems to be the strategy coming in from XiaoKK. Meanwhile, Sock going to be opening things up with Archmage and Footman as we hit that 2-minute mark. Archmage going to go ahead and head on over here, try to go after this green creep camp. I don't know, does that Sea Giant still do that spin attack? Well, that's the question there. I think they actually made the change so that Sea Giant doesn't do that spin attack, thereby, like, well, putting in a little bit too much RNG, even for Warcraft 3, as suddenly one Chain Lightning could take down all of your peasants that you used in order to try and clear out that creep camp if it did too many of those spin attacks. Farseer, well, Slippers of Agility +3 now making its way out across the map here. Meanwhile, Archmage is going to go after that Snare Caster and trying to heal up as quickly as, or as much hit points as possible. However, between everything there, it will still end up getting taken down. Archmage gets up to level 2, picking up eventually we'll be picking up a Gloves of Haste, a little bit more damage, and now could be setting up an expansion. All right, overall, the worker count is up to 15, so it does seem like an expansion is in the works coming in from Sock. Meanwhile, XiaoKK has already teched to Tier 2 and could be putting in a bit of early pressure with that Farseer at and a Tier 2 hero, perhaps even a Tavern hero straight out of the gate. We are looking at the Farseer trying to put in some pressure onto these peasants here, and every peasant that falls is a hurt to the overall economy of the human, because he cannot tech to Tier 2 unless he has enough lumber, and if he doesn't have enough lumber, he needs to train up more peasants, which will then further delay that tech. Archmage able to push away that Farseer, who's now heading back off to the north. The economy, however, of Sock going to be benefiting from, this expansion if it gets up and operational. A Chain Lightning does bounce across multiple units here. They were all lined up very, very nicely as the Farseer going to turn back around, perhaps try and get another Chain Lightning here. You can see that the damage is lining up there, trying to finish those off. But, one peasant down to 23 hit points will end up staying alive. XiaoKK unable to get the necessary peasant kills, even though many of them have taken quite a bit of damage. Are we going to see a kill? Yes, there is one kill right there, as the wolf does end up getting taken down. All right, a handful of peasants are lost. We are looking at down to 14 workers, but that is still enough for Sock to set up that expansion and get going. It is really going to come down to this follow-up attack. XiaoKK having that Tier 2 advantage, perhaps trying to train up a hero, healing back up off of that Voodoo Lounge, and it is this subsequent follow-up play where XiaoKK can perhaps really build on that lead. He does have double Slippers of Agility. He's selling one of those Slippers of Agility already, and now using up a Clarity Potion and a Healing Salve, perhaps is going to try and get to level 3 quickly. But it is going to come down to that second hero. What is he going to try and higher up? Meanwhile, Sock is still sitting at Tier 1, building up a lumber mill, perhaps to get some guard towers, as the economy of Sock is much stronger now with that expansion already mining away. Farseer going to get very close to level 3 here, now using up a healing salve, going to take that down and now finish off this last Forest Troll Trapper, giving level 3 to the Farseer. And we are looking at, no second hero yet. Farseer is actually, is it Shy? Yeah, no, finally gets the level 3 there. Takes down a Footman as well, as the Archmage is now going to try and put pressure onto the Orc Burrows. The fortified training is not yet done, and Sock taking this timing and really going to be putting pressure onto the Orc Burrows. However, the Tauren Chieftain was already starting to be trained. All right, so it is a little bit supply blocked now. Level 2 water elementals are being dropped. Farseer, however, may be able to finish off a Footman or two as well. All right, damage is going to start to rack back up. Low hit point Footman going to get taken down. That is going to be easily finished off, as we're looking at a water elemental being offered up to the experience bar of Farseer here. Back off to the north, this one Water Elemental not going to be able to do very much of anything. Headhunters going to try and poke down this Water Elemental, perhaps get a little bit more experience. There it goes. And now this one Water Elemental is also going to get cleaned up as well. Healing salves dropped, Clarity Potion picked back up. Tauren Chieftain perhaps going to be picking up that healing salve as well, as the Archmage is already down to 121 hit points. Is he going to deny this last hit here? That may be the opportunity. Yes, able to get that denied last hit with the Claws of Attack +5, ensuring enough damage is done. Farseer is still trying to chase after some of these footmen here. Chain Lightning could bounce around, but that's only a level 1 Chain Lightning. Not really worth the mana, as we're looking at the units going to try and engage here. All right, Farseer, getting into a little bit of a walled position, as the Spirit Wolf is going to be coming back around the other side. Archmage down to 92 hit points. Going to try to get some natural regeneration there, but with those Boots of Speed, able to really outrun those Wolves. Archmage down to 76 hit points. Farseer going to try and jump in front. Potion of Healing, no. Scroll of Regeneration, that's all he can afford to get right now, as the Farseer is still coming across the chase. Beautiful block by Sock, and making sure to make a wall right there, and then not allowing the Farseer to get in front. Beautiful micro, and it is going to come across, saving a level 3 Archmage from certain death. Now, it may not seem like much, but delaying that level 3 Archmage, or getting that Archmage taken down, means that the next hero would also be delayed as well, unless he tried to resurrect at the tavern, which is also expensive, as we know. Scroll of the Beast could open things up for a bit of a timing pressure attack. That sudden Scroll of the Beast damage does add quite a bit, as we're looking at Shaman now out here trying to focus things down. All right, 1 Orc Burrow, 2 Peons inside are taking quite a bit of damage, though now the unit's going to try and back away, and we can see all the Peons jumping back inside right there. The low hit point units, Footmen getting offered up, as their experience, is going to cause problems. Beautiful purge right there, stopping one of the low hit point, or one Footman, forcing another Footman to go around. And wow, beautiful play by XiaoKK, maximizing all of that damage there. Another Footman going to get taken down, down to 7 hit points, and there it is. Archmage trying to retreat back. We do see the Panda at level 2. It was trained up at the tavern to try and make up for a bit of, delay detected tier 2. Both second heroes are already sitting at level 2 here, as now the Headhunter is now making its way across. That Orc expansion will get up and running. Water Elemental not enough to take down this Great Hall, as it is still under construction. We are at tier 2, dual Arcane Sanctums. We are now transitioning into Riflemen, so rifle casters off of 2 bases by Sock. Meanwhile, we are still sitting at Stronghold, so it is going to be 1 Spirit Lodge, 1 Bestiary, sitting back at home. Surprisingly, no upgrade on that Shaman for that adept training to increase the amount of hit points. We're looking at more damage going down across these snare casters as well. A lot of slow being cast across, as we're looking at off to the north. This creep camp is still being scouted out. Tauren Chieftain now sitting at level 3 with level 2 Shockwave, should be able to, chain wave its way through that back line. That Farseer very close to level 4. And once you open up level 4, level 2 Chain Lightning plus level 2 Shockwave, that ranged damage can really tear apart a backline extremely quickly, especially if the priests do not have adept or mastery training. Sorceresses also need that additional training as well, and they are still at the initiate level 2. Coming back across, Tauren Chieftain going after the Rock Golem creep camp here up on the high ground. Farseer is now sitting at 4, Tauren Chieftain sitting at 3, and what we could see is perhaps a Book of the Dead, and no, Scroll of the Beast was already used. Robe of Magi getting transferred to the Farseer for a little bit of bonus damage, even though the Tauren Chieftain could use a bit of extra mana as well. Grunt needs that healing salve, and it will heal up nicely. Tauren Chieftain will be shy of level 4 after this creep camp, but looking extremely strong. Back off to the north here, Granite Golem creep camp going to be cleared out. Panda will be getting to level 3 pretty easily, as Sock now trying to get his feet underneath him, sitting at 59 over 66 supply, having a very, very strong size army. Meanwhile, Tauren Chieftain, if it can get to level 4, that faster attack speed across the Headhunters is going to be a big deal. XiaoKK, however, not going to tier 3, which means that the Panda's level 2 Breath of Fire is going to really be blowing over much more damage percentage-wise on these Headhunters who only have 375. Losing 140 hit points out of 375 hurts a lot more than 140 hit points out of 475, obviously. Coming back around, Brewmaster making its way down. It has picked up War Song Battle Drums as well, going to add a little bit of damage to this Rifleman army. Kodo trying to do the same thing for these Headhunters, but the Riflemen are 1-1 upgraded already. That additional armor and additional hit points going to make a very big deal, as there's only a handful of creep camps left. Archmage perhaps going to go after, by going after the green creep camp here, this Gargantuan Sea Turtle creep camp could be completed before they move on over. Panda going after that last Murloc, now going to try and position its way here. We're looking at the giant sea turtles getting cleaned up. What else is going to get picked up here? There's a Scroll of the Beast. There goes 2 giant sea turtles. The timing on that was absolutely key, as there's a Breath of Fire. All right, Spirit Wolves getting summoned, quickly getting dispelled down. Kodo Beast, Chain Lightning, Shockwave ripping on through. Tauren Chieftain could be in trouble. Uses a Scroll of Healing already. Shaman getting focused down pretty quick as, as the Tauren Chieftain now tries to line up another Shockwave attack. Chain Lightning still available. Orb of Fire damage from that Brewmaster going to reduce the amount of healing, oddly enough, but it gives the auto attack to the air, to the Wind Rider, as we could be looking at perhaps another Chain Lightning bouncing around. Are we looking for a Shockwave? Spellbreakers getting into that position. There is a Staff of Sanctuary saving. There's some no Chain Lightnings as of yet. Tauren Chieftain still attempting to back away, as we do see the Scroll of the Beast was used. Peons or peasants trying to retreat back here. And the Scroll of the Beast, all right, Brewmaster down to 16 hit points. Is he going to get taken down? Yes, he is. Lightning Shield right there being applied. Brewmaster falls at level 3, and there's a quick dispel so that one peasant doesn't take too much damage. All right, Mountain King shows up to the party with a Thunderclap, trying to clap things down. Meanwhile, Farseer sitting at level 4, very close to level 5, perhaps going to try and pick up some additional scrolls of healing, those strong consumable items, as the base here, 51 over 72 supply compared to 73 over 84. Sock with the much larger army will be able to bounce back, but that chain wave pressure coupled with that chain wave pressure could amount a lot, as well as the Farseer gonna be getting to level 5 here. If the Farseer gets to level 5, the Tauren Chief or the Farseer backs away, perhaps that will be enough. Pendant of Energy, what is that going to be? Farseer trying to back away, keep that distance, and it is a double level up. That is huge. XiaoKK getting to level 5 on not only the Farseer, but that Tauren Chieftain. Are we looking at level 3 Chain Lightning and level 3 Shockwave? Well, yes, we are. This backline here, these priests at Adept training, the sorceresses, the riflemen, they are all going to be taking an absolute beating from the casting of the Tauren Chieftain and the Farseer. Invisible Water Elemental, is it going to try and disrupt any of the healing here? No, it is not going to just perhaps try and stop the mining happening, as it does have about half life left. New expansion already operational by Sock here, and here we go. Going into this engagement here, Farseer could have opened things up with the Chain Lightning on just straight up on the back, as the Tauren Chieftain now tries to line up and get into position. Farseer right here. There goes a Panda. Panda walks into the Orc army and quickly finds himself already surrounded. Kodo Beast here, ready to perhaps dying onto some of these units. Grunts are coming to come across. Kodo Beast trying to get in some damage here, as the Panda had a cloak, had invisibility. The beautiful use of the Sorceress to get invisibility off Archmage. Going to go ahead and Scroll of Town Portal, Scroll of Town Portal away. Grunt going to get taken down, but now the Tauren or the Panda is here completely exposed, as we're looking at magic damage taking down the guard tower. All right, Scroll of Town Portal not going to where I expected it. Lightning Shield now coming across, and this Lightning Shield on this Spirit Wolf could actually rack up quite a bit of damage, as it is still trying to chase after units. Kodo Beast going to dine and dash onto some of those Spellbreakers. There's a Thunderclap there. Tauren Chieftain trying to line things up. There goes a Shockwave. There goes a Chain Lightning, and that is a bunch of damage happening through. Panda now back in the battle here. Breath of Fire, Scroll of Healing. Damage trying to head back and forth here, as we see level 2 now on that Mountain King. Scroll of Town Portal still heading back away. Are we going to get some Lightning Shield onto some of those opposing units? No, we are not. As Sock, able to keep a little bit of distance. Kotobi still dining on 3 of those Spellbreakers. 3 of the 4 Kotobis have something in its belly as the Panda now sitting at level 4. Tauren Chieftain perhaps needs to back away. More Shockwave ripping on through. A Chain Lightning could finish off many of these peasants here as a Kotobi is going to try to eat that Spellbreaker. No, it is not. Doesn't even realize that there's room in the belly. 61 supply compared to 68, but remember, some of the Spellbreakers are inside the belly of the beast, so to speak, as Chain Lightning is still bouncing back around. More damage coming back across. Brewmaster trying to retreat back. There's another unit getting digested as Grunts are low on hit points. 75 supply compared to 54 as the units are still trying to dive on in. All right, Farseer low on mana. Tauren Chieftain low on mana. Not going to be able to finish off all of these low hit point units in the back. No, I take it back. A lot of scrolls of healing were used to try and keep those peasants alive. Altar of Kings down to 144 hit points, could easily get taken down. Kotobi still digesting some of that meal. Stormbolt onto a Kotobi down to 300 hit points. It can get cleaned up as that Kotobi tries to retreat back and, refunds its lunch in a Spellbreaker. Lightning Shield quickly getting dispelled back here. Both sides still digesting more meals. Spellbreaker or Breath of Fire blowing over a Shaman as this game is still going strong. 55 supply compared to 74. XiaoKK trying to win with a smaller army inside his opponent's base. Not working out all too well as a Thunderclap coming across here. As the fight goes longer, the Archmage's Brilliance Aura plays a bigger and bigger role as those level 3 spells make a big deal. But, Archmage falling means that, no matter how, means the Archmage fell, pretty much. A Panda now getting up to level 4. Dual level 6 now on the Farseer and the Tauren Chieftain. What do we see here? Farseer now with level 3 wolves. Are we going to see the Tauren Chieftain get taken down? Yes, he does, but he's just going to get back up again. There's no way you're going to really take him down. Tauren Chieftain Shockwave finds the Mountain King. No, just outside of range right there. Just at the tail end. And that Mountain King dodges a bullet. And that would have been absolutely huge. Spellbreaker gets cleaned up once more. Tauren Chieftain could throw things back around. Perhaps go after some of these riflemen still as Grunts are still showing up to the party. Kotobi is trying to digest another unit. Are we going to see more damage rip on through? Are we going to see a Shockwave on all of these units all lined up? Why not? There goes a Sorceress. Mountain King already in trouble. He gets taken down. Both sides fighting. Tauren Chieftain still looking strong, having that Pendant of Energy purge onto the Brewmaster. Brewmaster could be in trouble. Is he going to get Shocked Wave? Yes, he does. Shock and awe by that Tauren Chieftain as Lightning Shield now racking up more and more damage. All right, he's going to try and find that back line. And no, he is not even bothering to go to the back line, even though that's where most of those low hit point units are. Kotobi, another Shockwave ripping on through. Tauren Chieftain now finally low on mana, but, still looking strong. All right, more damage coming back across here. Grunts are slowed. And what is going on here? 3 base human versus 2 base orc, but the hero level advantage, belonging to XiaoKK, as XiaoKK has 2 level 6 heroes on the field, and Sock has 3 dead heroes. No, I don't know where, not on the field, obviously, but I don't know where heroes go, waiting at the tavern or getting resurrected at the Altar of Kings. Trying to come up with a pun there, but couldn't come up with it in time. Impromptu. Anyways, a Shockwave ripping on through there. We're going to be looking at a little bit of damage. Priests are running low on mana. 1 priest already down. A couple more priests could get taken down as well. Kotobi's digesting up a rifleman, and there goes another priest as well. Healing salve on that rifle, on that Kotobi's return home, return to sender, as the Tauren Chieftain nearly has enough time to get resurrected again. New expansion being built at the 12 o'clock spot. Still 3.5 minutes of mining left here. Kotobi's joining in on the battle as XiaoKK, who was behind for so long, now taking the supply lead. All right, what is going to end up happening here? Drop that Pendant of Energy, use a Clarity Potion, do something to increase all of your mana overall right there. Farseer needs a little bit of mana as well. And there it is. Nice transfer over. Tauren Chieftain back up to 130 mana. We should go into the next fight with about 200 some odd mana. And with that, 2 Shockwaves to, disrupt things. Coming back across here. Shockwave, taking down a couple of units. Farseer ready to line things up. Tauren Chieftain now pretty much out of mana. Farseer is going to try to get off Chain Lightning here against that tightly grouped units. Goes a Thunderclap as well. Even just getting a lightning shield on a rifleman and then a chain lightning across multiple units could put them in danger. All right, there goes a Thunderclap there. Level 7 now on the Tauren Chieftain. Mountain King getting off a level 2 Thunderclap, slowing things down, and now being forced to use a Scroll of Town Portal to back away as a bunch of low hit point sorceresses able to retreat back. That would have been a perfect time to mail in a lightning shield to spread across all of those units as well. This expansion about to fall, and well, so is Sok, as Sok is now going to be relying on two bases here instead of 3. If Sok couldn't win in a 3 base versus 2, how is 2 base versus 2 gonna look altogether? The dual level up on the Farseer and Tauren Chieftain getting level 5 straight out of the gate really well softened up those enemy units with that Chain Lightning and Shockwave. All right, Shock and Awe really working out well there as the Archmage sits at level 5. Perhaps we're waiting up Panda now back out on the battlefield. Where is it? Right there. Panda out on the battlefield using up a Clarity Potion. Perhaps needs to get healed up as well. Sok, well, looking to bounce back in this game. Has a decent sized army, but will have some problems as we're still looking at what the Tauren Chieftain. Well, that reincarnation could be coming online soon. All right, yep, it is online. Like the timing on my overhead display well, the heads-up display was wrong. The Tauren Chieftain, if you knock him down, he will just get back up again, and he has 445 mana. Shockwave could whip on through. There goes a couple of purges, taking down those water elementals. Not even a Shockwave, just 2 purges, lining things up, giving more and more experience. There goes a Breath of Fire, only hitting one Shaman. That Shaman, however, going to get taken down as the Tauren Chieftain lines up a Shockwave to rip across many of those units. Thunderclap coming down onto the Mountain King. Rifleman get finished off here. Little bit of Thunderclap, so Kodo Beast trying to eat all of those spell breakers there. There goes a Shockwave as the Chain Lightning bounces across multiple targets and softening things up. Another Shockwave could be enough. There's invisibility onto an Archmage. Archmage down to 130 hit points as we could look at an invisible Shockwave. Is going to find the target. No, it's not. Chain Lightning not finding it there either as the Mountain King is still trying to fight strong, but not going to be able to do enough. Departing Thunderclap, still not enough there, and that is the game. XiaoKK winning with Shock and Awe. Well, I guess a Shock and Shock, right? Shockwave and Chain Lightning is also shocking, right? So Shock and Shock, well, Shock Factor, I don't know. I don't know. If I could script this better, I would. Anyways, well, XiaoKK playing a great game, coming from behind and economically getting better hero levels and getting those odd level heroes and being able to get to level 5 on both. That really was the big deal there, even though the Mountain King came out onto the battlefield and got eventually up to level 3. It wasn't as much as the long range AoE damage of the Shockwave and that Chain Lightning. So yeah, great game overall. Let me know what you guys think about this game in the comments below. If you guys got this far, definitely hit the like button. If you got this far, I mean, this is what I do on this channel. Hit subscribe. It helps the channel. But that's all. Until next time.